Matter of fact, I'm going to read that again. Matter of fact. I'm going to read that again. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 5 verse 8. It says, there shall be a confusion also in many places. And right now it's a confusion in many places. Look at them, man. See that? And that's the spirit. Because we reading about mistress women bringing forth monsters. And here come a whole bunch of them now, man. You know? No home training whatsoever, man. All right? But it says a confusion in many places. And what you have right here in America, a confusion, man. In a lot of places. The animals are coming out their different habitats and all that.
Talk
You know?
that shit.
You got animals that like bears that's not even in the woods no more, man. Right? They're coming into people's backyards and all that. So that's a confusion in many places. You know? It says there shall be a confusion also in many places. And the fire shall be offset out again. And wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters, man. All right? It says, and salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall be destroyed one another. Then shall withhide himself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber. All right? So understanding is going to withdraw itself into a secret chamber. And that's bringing up what? The famine of the word, man. The famine of hearing the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. The famine from the understanding of the things that come to pass. The things that are about to be, man. Which are right at the doorstep. You know? So all these things right now are happening now, but it say what? The wise shall understand. None of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand, which is in the book of Daniel. You know? Lord's willing, I can grab that next, man. But this Joe is going to hit these people like a thief in the night. They're not going to know what's going on, what's happening. While your children are being put to death in front of you. While you being hauled off to a concentration camp in the middle of the night, or early in the morning, or whenever Esau decides to run down, man. Or send them troops. While tanks are on the street. While martial law is being declared. None of these people going to understand it. It's going to be strange to them. But they've been warned time and time and time again, man. Just like that music video is called Hypersonic Missile or something like that. And it actually shows the temperaments of the people. How you actually get warned, you can warn these people and they still don't hear it, man, until the last minute. And once that last minute strikes, it's going to be too late. Once those missiles is in the air, it's too late, man. And ain't no drawing them back. You know? It ain't no taking those things back. It says, I'm going to read that again. Verse 9, it says, and salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another, man. And that's what people doing now, so-called brothers. So-called friends are destroying each other, man. You know? Coming at each other. Talking shit amongst each other. Literally, actually pulling out guns and knives and killing each other, man. And these things are all written about. So you can't say you don't understand them and you don't know them, man. All right? It says, then shall wit hide itself and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber. So the men of the Lord that have it, the Lord going to protect them and take them off the streets and hide them from everybody. And people going to be trying to search for the knowledge. That's where you get what? The book of Amos, man, the 9th chapter, I believe the 8th chapter, 8 and 11. You know? Which I can grab that next. It says, and shall be sought of many, yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth, man. All right? I'm going to read that again. It says, Salakia, it says, and this shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. So many are going to be coming, what? Looking for this word, man. Wanting to hear the law, statutes, and commandments. Wanting to hear what's going to happen next, man. But it ain't going to be nobody out here to tell them. You know? The Lord going to redraw all that. He's going to retract everything, man. All the knowledge that's out here right now, the Lord taking all that back. He's about to hide it. And you have how you know that's going on right now? Starting with the YouTube. They starting to take brothers' channels down, man. You know? Take continent off of there. You know? But what you have to do, you have to run the race to the end, man. It ain't time to fall back, it's time to go harder. Because we at the end of this thing. Yo, when the ambulance going down there, I pray it's one of them little niggas, man. Them little disrespectful little niggas, man. I pray that they did something to the wrong person and they pop their top off, man. For coming up here being disrespectful. And that's how fast Yahweh Shem Yahushua can work, man. That's how fast he works. It don't take long, man. Especially coming into the times that we in now. It says, and yet not be found, then shall unrighteousness be in constancy, but multiplied upon earth, man. So unrighteousness is going to be multiplied on the face of the earth, man. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse before it gets better. But America is going to be taken out. All right? Which the word America just means bitter, man. It's about to be taken out bitterly, man. All right? It says, verse 11, one land also shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say no. At the same time shall men hope, but nothing obtain. They shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper, man. You know? And that's what's coming, man. They're going to labor, but their labors are not going to prosper. They're going to want to try to find these words, man. They're going to want to pick up a Bible and try to search through it and read it and get the understanding of it. But if Yahweh Shem Yahushua not dealing, guess what? It ain't going to happen. There's always something going on out here, man. Call Halam Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rachak Dash, man. You know?
No, I'm good.
It says verse 12, it says, at the same time shall men hope, but nothing shall obtain. So they're going to hope, they're going to be like, man, I hope things get better. But it's not going to get better. It's going to continue to get worse and worse and worse until the missiles come. Why? Because your hope is right now, man. Your hope is to turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. But our people don't want to do that. All right? It says they shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper. To shew thee such tokens I have leave. And if thou wilt pray again and weep as now, and fast 7 days, thou shalt hear the greater things, man. It says, then I awake. Well, matter of fact, I'm going to end it right there, man. All right? Matter, I'm going to keep going. It says, then I awakened, and an extreme fearfulness went through all my body, and my mind was troubled so that it fainted. So the angel that was come to talk with me held me, comforted me, and set me up upon my feet. And in the second night it came to pass that Salatiel, the captain of the people, came unto me, saying, where hast thou been? And why is thy countenance so heavy? All right, and that's why, man. And that's what people don't understand about the men of the Lord now. Because we could actually see these things, man. The Lord be giving brothers visions, man. You know? Brothers walking around sometimes with that heavy spirit on, face real serious, man, head down, just meditating on things, man. You know, meditating on the time of Jacob's trouble, how it's going to be, what it's going to be like, when it's explained in the scriptures. But as far as that, we don't actually know, man. We haven't tasted it yet. But you have visions and dreams of those things. So you seen it, and in your visions, it be so real, like you right there, man. Like you right there. Why? Because the Lord going to have us right there. And that's how it's going to go down. You know? It says, knowest thou not that Israel is committed unto thee in the land of their captivity? Up then and eat bread and forsake us not, as the shepherd that leaveth his flock in the hands of the cruel wolves, man. But basically the point is, man, Jacob's trouble is coming. Matter of fact, let's go. I said I was going to go to Amos. All right. To back up the point about the people wanting to hear, that's the spirit right there. Wanting to hear this word, but ain't going to be able to hear it, man. This is the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 10. All right? Because that's what the Lord is about to do. Because what? The people feasted for what? Thanksgiving. They talking about some damn Kwanzaa. You know? Christmas dinner. You know they're going to have a New Year's dinner and all that. Get together and party with their family. Party all night long, acting like assholes, drinking, getting super drunk, trying to bring in a new year, and then what they going to say, give a New Year's resolution, what they going to do again? It's just a repetitive cycle of evilness, man, and wickedness, and the Lord is getting sick of it, man. He's not going to hold his tongue regarding this no more, man. All right? But this is Amos chapter 8 and 10. It says, and I will turn your feasts into mourning, and all your songs into lamentation. And I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins. So that's what the Lord is about to do. He's about to turn your feast into mourning, man. And when you mourning something, that's when you what's that, like when a person dies, man? You're mourning them. You're sad. You have a heavy heart, man. You know? A lot of dudes tear up, don't know what to do, get extra drunk till they pass out, man. Wanting to be there with their loved one or whatever, you know? But the Lord said that's what he's going to do to the feast around here, man. He said he's going to turn them in the morning, all right? And the dudes walking around with Gucci this, Gucci that, Prada this, Prada that, he's going to turn that into sackcloth. So it's going to be like it's nothing, man. You know? Polo this, polo that, man. Nike this, Nike that, all your gear that you think is of something, man. It's going to come to naught, man. It says, and I will turn your feasts into mourning and all your songs into lamentation. And I will bring up, matter of fact, is what they do every year down there in New York City, man. Matter of fact, that's in Manhattan. They had a ball drop. But it's like a little concert and everybody out there singing and they party and they jamming. The Lord say he's going to turn them songs into lamentations. And lamentations is mournings as well. You know? That's a heavy song, a sad song. So the Lord is going to turn all that into sad songs, man. All right? It says, and all your songs into lamentation, and I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins, and baldness upon every head, and I will make it as the mourning of an only son, and the end thereof is as a bitter day, man. Damn, so that's like a person that got one child, only son, man. And the Lord take that child from him, man. That's bitter, man. Because that means, yo, that he can't, first of all, that was supposed to be your next generation to carry on the family name and all that. You know, and have more children. You know? But the Lord said he's going to make it that bitter, man. And again, I'm going to say the word America means bitter. And he's going to make the end of it as what? A bitter day. So America's going out as a bitter day, man. All right? It says, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua power, thou will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And that goes back to what? 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter. You know? When it's talking about, what's that? Going from about 8, going further down. But you know, you start at verse 8 and it talks about the minstrels women bringing forth monsters, which we just read, man. You know? So the Lord is going to do what? He's going to cause that famine in the land once again, man. Because before the famine and all that stuff strikes and destruction and all that, what he do? He set his men up to come warn the people and tell them other things that's to come. Tell them to get right. Same way he did in Sodom and Gomorrah. Did they listen? No. All right? Going back in the time of the Maccabees, man. You know? The time of Moses when he was on the scene. The time of Noah when he was on the scene. But all those prophets are right back here now, man. You know? Prophesying the same thing. The downfall of a sinful nation. A sinful kingdom. You know? Which is what? That's Ezekiel the 28th chapter. Roughly about verse 8. I'm going to grab that too. But it says, continuing on, it says, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint in Salakia. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. They that swear by the sin of Samaria and say, thy God, O Dan, liveth, and the manner of Beersheba liveth, even they shall fall and never rise up again, man. All right? So that's talking about Esau for one and the rest of you other nations. But this thing is about what? Jacob and Esau. All right? That's what this thing is all about. Jacob and Esau. And that's who the Lord's dealing with, man. Those are the two main actors, the two main characters in this story right here, man. All right? So this is Ezekiel chapter 28. And I'm going to start at verse 8, I believe. God, though, man, they got hell to pay. Salakia, bear with me 1 second. The scripture talks about this as prophesied with great kingdom.
Oh, shit. Will you try to say your name?
Oh, Jeremiah. Salakia, it's Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah 28 and 8. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. All right? And that's what we come out here and do, man. Prophesy about the things that come, man. Before they come. War, pestilence, evil. All those things are coming to America, man. You know? Which, hey, everything basically is already set up, man. We just waiting for that next major false flag to get it popping, man. And the Lord is already starting to do that. All right? That makes the men of the Lord real happy when we see these things, man. You know? When we see the, you know, our work is not in vain, man. And our work is not in vain. You know? That's why the scripture tell you, no sin shall go unpunished, man. You might think you got away with it, but Yahweh Shem Yahushua is on your ass. Know that. I'm going to read that again. This is Jeremiah 28, verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. The prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known, that the Lord hath truly sent him. All right? So if the all these words that come out this book, the prophet, the word prophet just means to say before it happens, man. That's what prophesying's all about. All right? So we come out here and tell you what's going to happen before it happens, man. So the words that we saying when it happens, you're going to know that it was a prophet among you, man. You know? So I'm going to grab that scripture next. So yeah, man, I'm going to read this again. It says, the prophet which prophesied for peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known, that Yahweh Shem Yahushua have truly sent them. So you got a lot of false prophets, and they come out here and speak out of their own mind. But you have like your Joel Osteens. Now they got that whole Kanye church, or that Kunye church. All right? They got that church, and what's that, man? You know? They making a mockery of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know? They think it's a game. They think everything's a joke, and they don't even bring out no truth in there. They just out there for what? They'll have a good time, to party. That's why the Lord said he's going to turn your songs into lamentations, man. All right? But let's grab Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 31, man. All right? This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 31. It says, and they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people. And they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they shew much love, but their heart goeth after their countenance. All right? So what's that? People walking by talking about, yo, God bless you, brother. You know, you doing a good thing, brother. All right? Keep doing what you're doing. But they're not hearing the words. They're not taking heed to the words. And they're not trying to prepare themselves. They saying, yeah, I believe you, bro. I know this is going to happen. I feel it. But they do nothing to try to react, to act on it. And as far as what I mean by act on it, is turning back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Turning back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know? The power of Israel, man. Turning back to your heritage. They don't want to do those things. All right? So it says, verse 32, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not, man. So that's like if you hear a decent ass song, right? You start jamming to it. You bobbing your head, you know, doing dancing how you dance and all that. You know, you bobbing your head listening to it, but you're not listening to, you're not doing what the words say, man. You know, that's why it tells you be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, man. Because you got dudes that watch videos come out just recite what they heard and call themselves doing the work. That's not really doing the work, man. That's being a goddamn parakeet. Instead of studying for themselves, sitting home studying during the week. You know, laboring. All right? But it says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them, man. So all the things that we come out here on these highways and hedges and tell you about the RFID microchip, about the so-called white man is the devil, that he's about to come in like a flood, you know? He's about to put his foot in your asses real soon. Once these things happen, then you're going to know that a prophet was among you. But the Lord going to remove that prophet off the street, and there's going to be no more knowledge for you, man. You're supposed to seek the Lord while he may be found. And right now he may be found because he has his men out here. And he hid his men in plain sight. You can't just look at a man and be like, yo, he's a man of the Lord. You have to have spiritual eyes too, man. You know? And what people have in their mind as a man of the Lord, they think a man of the Lord has a lot of riches, man. You know? They think he drives the finest cars, date the finest women. The elect are poor, man. You know? But rich in spirit. You know? That's why I told you in the scriptures, man, when the poor man speaketh, or when the rich man speaketh, they extol his words to the clouds, man. They lift them up. But when the poor man speaketh, they want to get you out of there, man. Fast as they can. Because they look at you like scum, man. Like you don't deserve to live, man. Like you have no say-so in nothing. All right? But once all these things start happening, and guess what? You got to wait upon the Lord, man. And that's what people don't have. They don't have patience, man. They want everything to happen in their time. All right? Shalaki, bear with me. Like I believe I brought out, you know, be hearers of the word, no, be doers of the word and not just hearers only, man. All right? So the Lord, like I said, that like this is a song, I just do what the beat say do. You know? And who's the ultimate beat? Yahweh, man. So we gotta do what? Do his words, man. Hear him and also do them. Put him to work. All right? Not just talking out your ass, man. Then going home being wicked and going contrary to what the Spirit say. The elect are going to follow by these guidelines. They're going to live by these guidelines, man. All right? And once you start seeing the men of the Lord, when they doing all these things that you see on TV, when they're able to fly, man, control all the elements, then you going to know who a man of the Lord is, man. You truly going to know the power of the elect and the power of the elect's power, which is Yahweh, man. All right? The same miracles that Yahweh shall perform. The elect are going to be able to do the same things and more, man. And all the miracles that the Lord performed, well, what? They are not recorded in the scriptures because he did that many. All right? But we're going to go to Luke 11 and 28.